but the examination is supposed to be so long. Like, me know a doctor just go so and feel the cervix and feel how we position and say, okay. The man was doing all type of that with two. Welcome back to another video, guys. So I hope that you are all having a wonderful time. I hope that you have all been enjoying my vlogs or my videos and commenting on my posts, liking up the videos and subscribing. Guys, I just don't want you to just watch the videos and not subscribe. Please subscribe to my video. And this video is basically a story time about one time when I used to work at this doctor's office. I won't say the location of the doctor office, and I will not call the doctor's name, you know, for whatever purpose. I will not speak of the doctor's name. I will not speak where the location of this office was. But this video is just basically to open most of these young girls' eyes, open our eyes of what society is, open our eyes of some of the monsters and the creatures that we have to pass through in order to go further in our life or go to higher places in life. So this video is just basically an eye-opener. And as I get older, like, this happened to me when I was between 19 and 20 because I was pregnant, and it never leave me. Like, I always share this experience with people. I always tell people about it. I always tell people what had happened. Because guys, when I left high school, as I told you, I did sit out a year and then I went to practical nursing school because I don't know, for some reason, I don't know why I never go back, but try back to do maths or another subject and then go straight, because I have human and social biology where I could actually go to a registered nursing school. I don't know why I never do that in the first place. Instead of going to a practical nursing school, I probably could have go back a few subjects and go registered nursing school. But as I get older, you get wiser, and I've always shared this to people, but I always talk about it. But I just sit down and say, yes, now that I have a YouTube platform, I'm going to share a little bit of whatever went down. And guys, if I speak too fast in the videos and you don't understand, because I know if you're not understanding what I'm saying, you can comment it also and let me know. And I think I have my email down in the description. You guys can email me and tell me what you're not understanding. I also have an Instagram. You can link me up and let me know. So back when I was pregnant with my daughter, I think it was about 2008, yes, when I was pregnant with Tiana, my mom went overseas, so I was with my daddy. Me and her dad, was still talking, but I was living with my daddy, because I tell you the whole story. I wasn't there, and then daddy said I must come back home, so mommy left, and me and daddy carry mommy go airport, and you know what, daddy get up a morning time, mommy me beetroot, me breakfast and all of that, but I still wanted a job. I didn't want to work because me say to be sitting at home, I am now pregnant, I need a job. Anyways, my mommy family doctor, I used to also work with that doctor. My mommy family doctor was in Balaclava. He also has an office in Santa Cruz, which is Dr. Hanuma. That's my doctor. I used to work with him. So that was my mom's family doctor. So she and him always a communicator or whatever, correspond. So that's also my daddy's doctor. So him normally would have go there and probably speak to the receptionist and realize that this doctor that I used to work with, I go give you all of the tea of what went down. He was sitting in for Dr. Hanuma, because you know how most of the people them stay when come here come work. like the Indians, they go back to their country now and then and come back, or Chinese, whatever, them visit home and come back. So he went away for 2 weeks and he wanted, no, and this other doctor was sitting in for him. That's the one me I got given the tea about. So after he did his 2 weeks, him decided say he want open one office, or what you call it, one practice for himself. So he went ahead at this location and he opened the practice. He was just running it by himself and his wife. So basically his wife a doctor too, but he was a doctor and she was just doing the paperwork, the registration and all of that, the vitals and everything. And you know, so the vitals are the temperature, the weight, the height, the urine, yes. So that was basically the vitals, and filing the dockets, putting them back in the correct place, like position them in the right alphabetical order. Yes. So the thing is, he decided that he's gonna open his practice here in Jamaica. Fair is fair. You want to make your money too. So he opened his office. So my doctor was relating to my daddy that, oh, being as your mommy was always asking me about job for your daughter, you could have make she go and do it. So even though I'm pregnant, daddy did wonder if I could have managed it, but I said to him, yes, I will go on. So whenever I'm if I have baby, he would get somebody fitting until I have baby, so I can always have a job. And the job wasn't so far where it's gonna kill me. It would have just take one taxi go Balaclava and then get a next taxi go at the location where the office was. So I said okay. So me get the number, me call him, and he said that I should come in for an interview. I think it was, me don't remember everything in details, but he said that I was supposed to come in for the interview probably in the afternoon hours though. I did reach probably a half hour early, and I sat out there with his wife and we were talking, and she was looking at my certificates and my CXCs, and she was just going through everything, and my city and guilds card. She was just going through some of the stuff that I have, and she was said okay. Then when the husband come out, she introduced me to him and she said, okay, you can start, I think it was the next day, you can start the next day. But let me tell you, where the office was, me know it would be hard to get taxi, so I would have to get up real early to try to get taxi to go to the doctor office. Anyways, I go the next day. I work, and bear in mind, I worked there for only 1 month. 1 month, I can't tell you some I worked there for only a month. Started the work, it was okay because you know what, everything when I learned in nursing school, I understood everything, how to check the pulse. I understood everything, so I was doing my job. You know, the office just opened, so it wasn't full. There wasn't a lot of persons, but persons who visited him in the 2 weeks he was there from Dr. Hanuma know that he was there, and then, you know, a couple people started visiting him. Let me try and fast forward. Okay, I remember now one of the days when I went to the office. As I told you, I was pregnant, but in the early stages. So they told me that I could wear a dress. I can't wear one dress or scrubs. Everybody knows scrubs are the nursing top and the pants. So you know, I'm pregnant, so I'm gonna wear probably a baggy pants. Yes, or you know, something that is comfortable but not too revealing. I went to the office, I did my job, I did everything. When I go there morning time, there was somebody there to clean, so I just go there, ensure that the urine cups were clean, everything was done in order, put back the file, if I happen to leave work in the night, I just file back all of the dockets them. I remember one of the days now, I was at the office, but I was not feeling good. I wasn't feeling good. He always have this little fridge, he did have this little cooler thing, cooler fridge, when keeping at my part, which is the receptionist part. So I'm always coming there from Arizona or in water or in coconut water or whatever. But I always notice him looking at me some type of way, which I felt, if it make you feel uncomfortable, simply means that it's not a good look. So I was feeling uncomfortable most of the time. So still I work with it because I'm pregnant. There's nothing nobody can do a pregnant girl. So this day now I was not feeling good. So I told him and he said that, okay, in the night, because you know a doctor, so why leave and go to our next doctor, which is Dr. Kidd or probably my gynecologist at Mandeville. So he said that after the patients left, he's going to look at me and see if everything was okay. I should test my urine, whatever. I went in there, him do the blood pressure, he did everything, I was okay. And then he said that take off your underwear and just lay down on the bed. And he went, remember that the office door can close, but me I said probably true, nobody never run at the front, but the place had cameras. He went and he closed the entrance that are the main door, and he pushed up his door. So I'm like, me not even did that take if you much, you know, because me I say probably because it's how we run this one, nobody not in there, so what if nobody will come in? This man was examining me, and me I tell you, so the man examined me for so long, like me I tell you about probably one good 10 minutes, and it was so uncomfortable. Like me I looking at the man eye and I say, and me I look in at the man eyes and I say, but the examination is supposed to be so long. Like, me know a doctor just go so and feel the cervix and feel how it position and say, okay. The man was doing all type of that with 2 fingers, you know. 2 finger. Remember me young, 2 finger. Me cramp up, me I feel pain. When him done please himself, now him say, okay, you can put on back your clothes. And I felt so uncomfortable. I feel uncomfortable. My belly cramp up. When I go home in the night, I cramp up. Anyways, I think it was a weekend that time because I know daddy work on weekends. It was a weekend. So I call daddy now when I'm here for ready and I tell him saying can come pick me up. Daddy come now, come pick me up. So I was telling daddy that I don't feel well and I did say to the doctor, and the doctor examined me, but boy, at first I go to one doctor and the examination was so harsh. Like, I don't know if you was trying to please yourself or what, but it just never feel good. I saw me and said to myself, you know, and I said, okay, I not even look on that because I say, a doctor, even if I know, I can't ask him no question because he might examine me, so I can't really say nothing. So the next morning I go work. I was, as I say, I feel so uncomfortable. I go, I open the office. I do what I'm supposed to do. When he come in, I just say morning and I just do my thing and not even pay him no mind. If he open and say if he pass nothing, I will pass it. That's it. The following day now, him come at work. Like, we had patients that day. Come here tell some people start coming. We had patients that day. I register, I do what I have to do. A couple elderly come in and I carry them in the room and I show them in the bathroom. You know, it was okay. People did come in and I think he was paying me probably $6,000 at the time. $6,000. So me as a young girl, I said $6,000. Me pregnant, I remember I don't have much to do because daddy and mommy still have, mommy not there here and I know mommy I gonna do what she's supposed to do. Plus my big sister or whatever. So me I said $6,000 can probably, you know, buy $6,000 a week. $6,000 can probably, you know, buy like a so. As me say now, the following day, after the patients left, I heard his door pull, the bolt pull on the door, and he was like, can I ask you a question? Because you know what Indian, him talk away. Can I ask you a question? I said, fine. I said, yes, you can ask, go ahead. Have anybody ever performed oral on you? I'm like, how is that supposed to be a part of the job? And that me ask myself, but me answer still, I'm like, no. I'm like, no. He says, do you want me to show you? Do you want me to show you? Me not exaggerate, me not tell no lie upon the man. That's what he said. Do you want me to show you? Me and you know say woman tend to wet up and them cervix tend to wet and whatever when them pregnant. So how can you want to perform that on me? I am not your wife. I am not your baby mother. We are not in a relationship. I am there working with you. There's not supposed to be no relationship, period. we're not supposed to in none of them arguments. I said no. Him say you want me to perform it for you? I said no. Him said to me, say, don't be shy, you don't have to be shy. I said I'm not shy. I said I'm not shy. And for the entire time the man just walk around the office and I have nothing to do. I was so uncomfortable. But guess what? Me did have some like a syringe, some like a nigger in there, and I told myself at that moment, if that man put him hand on me, I'm gonna stab him. And then me I gonna report him and tell them what him do. Because you just come to Jamaica, come work, not even 3 months, 2 months good, and that the actually want carry on for me as young girl and me pregnant. Me and your baby mother, me and you know in and out. So I'm like, oh. So you come now and you insert your finger and you examine me and do what you're supposed to do. You must feel say, my passage got too small or whatever. You come now and come ask me that. Are you? Me don't know what kind of kicks you get when you come examine me. Daddy come for me now again. He came to pick me up. Me not say nothing I care whole time about. He must say how you not talk or whatever, but me just feel a way. When me reach home now, him come home in the night now and him wash off his vehicle. And me say, Daddy, you know so me have something to say to you? And cause I saw me will chat to my father and my mother. Me say, you know so me have something to say to you? You know say doctor turned to me and said to me, say, he want to perform oral sex for me? Daddy up in the eye. Daddy said, don't go back. Don't go back. Make it PST, don't go back. Him just not, my father not a targeted person, but him just said that. Him said, just don't go back. Make it stay away there. You're not dead for hungry. You're not hungry. You're pregnant. Stay home and get your rest. Me not, as me say, me not tell no lie, me not exaggerate. It would have been so messed up for me come tell a liar story on somebody. But when, as me grow along now and me start talk about it, I am like, society is so messed up. Because here is these Indian doctors, or these money doctors, or these money people come now and come open practice out here. Me is a little poverty girl now, we don't have it. You put them the argument to me now, even though me pregnant, you would have probably think say I would have just make you do what you do for me because you're gonna give me more money. And then when he said that to me, he said, do not tell it to anybody. Do not say it to anyone. That's what he said to me. So me I say, you know how much people, you know how much young girls endure that kind of behavior your friend's name on here? You know how much young girls sit down and go through certain things to get certain position in their life? Talk it truth. Comment. Do you know how many of us young girls have to kiss asses to reach to positions that we are in on? Even man too. You don't know enough man have to go through some whole heap to just reach where they're reaching into the society? Remember me tell you that. Enough of them. And I know of this other young girl, I hear me here who used to work with him and them did that together and the girl get care and all sort of something from him, but me never them the type of person. I am not that type of person. But as me say, it just comes to show of how many of us go through so much stuff just so that we can have a certain type of lifestyle. And it's so messed up say just because you don't have no money, you don't try to prey on other people. Remember you have a wife. Why not perform it on your wife? You have a beautiful, nice wife too, you know, and a nice daughter. Why did not you ask your wife? Why did not you perform certain things on your wife? And then fast forward, I started working with Dr. Hanuman now in Santa Cruz. And that other doctor had an office in Santa Cruz too. He opened a place in Santa Cruz and was doing his thing. Before me know say him even did the Santa, somebody tell me say one good doctor they want XYZ place. Me could have go down there one day with my daughter. And did you know that to how me paranoid over the situation same way, I'm not telling a lie. To how me paranoid over the situation same way. I went up there with my baby on my shoulder, and when I go up there and bust the office and spot the man and his wife, I run go back downstairs, you know. I run go back downstairs because I say, Jesus Christ. Maybe I go remember me, I want to try certain things with me, you know. As so I said to myself, you know, I run go back downstairs. And from me, you know, so that the man have the office up there, I've never went back, even passed back the office. I swear to God. I'm paranoid over the situation. I'm a big somebody now. And I am paranoid over it. I can bet you if I should go and bring up this to him, probably sue me. Because to them we are no nobody. To them me did young and me no know nothing and lie me at sell. But I swear to God, this is what this man said to me. And then me I say, as me say, enough young girls go through this. And you can comment down below if you know someone who have experienced this kind of behavior or know someone who is going through this kind of behavior, just so they can get a particular pay or just so they can achieve a particular lifestyle. My daddy said, do not go and work back for that doctor, and I did not go back the other day. And you know the worst part of it? You know, so the man never call me phone. Him never call or ask, where am I or how far am I or why the office don't want me, you know? Him never call me and ask me, because I never had the key that night. The man never asked me, say, how me late, how me no come yet? Like the man have the sense or the feeling, say, wonder if a woman said to her last night why she never show up. Because tell me, if you are working for me have a bar and you are supposed to come and open my bar 10 o'clock. I'm okay if I don't see you 10, 12, but 1 o'clock come now and I don't see you. I'm going to call your phone and I'm going to ask you, why is the office not open, or are you sick, or are you not coming today? Me would have asked you that. But the man did not ask me. He never called me and asked me until the office locked down and he moved to a Santa Cruz. I swear he never asked me. And this the thing is, as me say, what if I never had a father to say? Because I know some people licky. What if I never had a father or a strong daddy to say, do not go back there? Because if you examine me so and you get your kicks or whatever, you full your belly, and you want to do that on me, the next thing you're going to do in the office is hold me down. And then, everything, even at the night when I go home and I lay down, I say to myself, say, what if the man did try to hold me down and make me lose my baby and when I look in the whole of my blood up? Like the whole of me. Like, what if the whole of me red up? You understand? So this is the thing. And even, I know people today who, if them not there with the boss not deal with them good. Like, me know people who have business where they with all of them work at them, we sleep with all of them work at them. I know people this day. And if you don't do it, them fire you, them no want you around them. If you even have customers coming too often at the bar and them know say you and them are there, them probably tell us say don't make them come back. I know people who is in that particular position, who is in this particular position today. So me not tell a lie. This is why I stopped working at the first doctor's office I ever worked with. The second one, I will give you that in another story, but it's not like this, but I will give you that in another story. But it comes to show that a lot of us have to kiss ass in order to reach in higher position. Even in a parliament, even a police force, even a fireman force, even in a JDF force, they all have to have a particular lifestyle in order to reach certain places in life. And if you are not sleeping with the boss, they don't want you to work with them. If them say your head not upon your body, they want to work with you, cause that's what they do. They prey on people who them realize they are vulnerable. Them prey on people who them realize they don't have nothing, or them not have nobody will have them back. That's what I noticed. So this is just my little story time. Please guys, I'm asking you to subscribe to my channel. Subscribe now please. Spam up the comment section, like up my videos, and most importantly, hit the bell. Just hit the bell so you guys can get notified. Guys, I have one whole more story. I think most of the videos that I'll be doing is a lot of story time. I hardly go out, so I don't know when I'm going to do a little vlog, but I'll come with the story time, nice story time to open your eyes and all of these experiences. So guys, big up on yourself.